All right, good morning. It is Tuesday, December 10th. We're taking a look at NQ here. So, yesterday we did see a bit of a pullback, much needed pullback. Price opened up above that 600 reference point. You get selling pretty much right off of the open, and that carries through for most of the morning. Price tags that 445, 435 area of near term. At the time, it was more minor support. That level has been upgraded to a level of interest. But yesterday, before we cut the stream, we were talking about this area of support right through here, 450 down into 435. More of a, at the time, more of a minor area of support there, mentioning that if price fails to hold the 21,500 level of interest, probably trade down into 435, and then maybe the 21,340. That was that prior breakout point. You still have that unfilled gap down here. So into the close yesterday, we talked about wanting to see 21,435 hold if buyers can continue to hold that area. Now this morning we do have a slight gap higher, right? Price is trading up into 21,530 here. What I'm going to be looking at primarily is the reaction versus 21,500. We can see that area holding as support once price has reclaimed it. And I'm also keeping a very close eye on this pivot right through here from yesterday, that higher low. That was a bounce into the fib sell zone from yesterday, and buyers stepped in, or excuse me, sellers stepped in there pretty aggressively with a push back into the lows. So just marking that level as kind of a just a prior day structure point, not a level of interest or anything like that, but still a reference point that I personally want to be keeping an eye on. I wouldn't be surprised to see sellers showing up in that area if price manages to break the overnight high here. So essentially the game plan this morning, treating this like a near-term range, 21,435 by essentially 21,700. Price is holding that near-term range low. I'm going to treat this like a near-term range until proven incorrect. So we have the push off of the near-term range low, the reclaim of 21,500, the pullback into 21,500 that then holds as support. Can buyers now break this kind of lower high pivot right through here from yesterday's action? Break through the overnight high, break this area, or are sellers going to step in again? Let's find out. We've got about 20 seconds till the open. So let's see what we're working with here. NQ just shy of that overnight high. And let's see. There's the open. And let's have a look at that 5-minute regular trading hours chart. I always love this chart. It gives a good visual of structure. So you can see that prior area of resistance right through here from yesterday. Then prior day volume point of control right there into about 510. NQ coming into that area right now. Let's see how that 500 is going to be treated if price gets down in there. We got the quad espresso going, made by yours truly. So there's NQ into prior day volume point of control. Like to see that reaction into 500 if we can get there. You can see this high volume node building out. NQ already bouncing there. I wanted to see that real test of 500. Didn't quite get there. There's your session volume point of control. It's now shifted up into 527. So right now, just staying patient. Not much to do here. NQ still an inside day, right? Still in that prior day's range. And coming into the highs now, coming into session highs. ES with a 5-minute puke. Let's see that. Yeah, ES in the prior day low. You got some weakness in the Dow, rejecting VWAP. You got some weakness in Russell, rejecting VWAP in the prior day low. So NQ keeping with the recent theme of relative strength. That NASDAQ has just been trading on its own. Coming into session highs here. Actually, I think that's a fresh. Is that a fresh high? Yeah, that's a fresh session high there for the old NASDAQ. NQ coming into overnight high. I'm still cash for today personally. Christopher's already slapping the open. No surprise there. Let's see if buyers can break this overnight high or not. Do you have a little break of the overnight high? No acceptance. Staying patient here. Staying patient. Staying patient. All right, there's NQ up and through the overnight high. Coming into that prior day pivot. That 550 area is that prior day pivot. NQ making a fresh high there. Little push above that prior day pivot area. So next upside level here is at 600. The 600 reference point. That is not a level of interest just yet. Yeah, I'm still cash. Still cash. Nice push here. Did not see an entry that I loved. So best entry was that initial sell into prior day volume point of control. But like I mentioned, I wanted a real test of 500 there. Never came. Never came. So just waiting. Definitely not going to chase this move. NQ just shy of that 600 upside reference point. All right, some sellers stepping in ahead of 600. See what sort of depth we get on any pullback here. NQ coming into that shallow fib, 23% fib retracement. Just shy of that 38% fib now. Coming back into that prior day pivot right near 550. You have the 50% fib right near there as well. Got about 10 minutes till 10 a.m. There is no 10 a.m. data print today, FYI. There's your 50% fib for this morning's rally. And you have the 61% right there near the overnight high as well. See if buyers show up here at all. No buying interest so far. NQ coming into session volume point of control. Then you have VWAP just below near 516. Personally, I would be most interested, if this area fails, I'd be most interested in 21,500. Still all cash for the current session. Staying patient. And about 5 minutes till 10 a.m. 5 till 10. See what we get here into 10 a.m. reversal time. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. Problem now is that 30-minute chart. That 30-minute bar. Yeah, the day is young. The day is young. Nothing to worry about. No FOMO. No FOMO. So NQ right here near session volume point of control, VWAP. As we get into 10 a.m., 2 minutes till 10 a.m., no data. No data. Getting into the session low now. Session low currently 505. So just shy of that session low. NQ just shy of that prior day volume point of control now. Keeping an eye on the 5-minute. First sign of buyers here. And NQ retesting the overnight high, 538. Then you have that prior day pivot into 550. Nice little bounce there. Gotta love 10 a.m. reversal time. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Then Q retesting that prior day pivot. We need a push up through 550 right now. Give us that push. First trade of the day. You guys traded the open but passed on that trade? That's wild. That is wild. That is wild. Traders are going to trade, I guess. Traders are going to trade. Tradeovate crashed. Oh no. That's never good. That is never good. NQ back into that 23% fib, almost back into session highs here. Pretty nice bounce. Not bad. Oh, plus 40 right now. See if we could get a push into the high. I like to see 600 here. Session high, then 600. But we got the trail in, so whatever happens, happens. Put the desk in cozy mode. Oh, gotcha, Dom. Gotcha. Makes sense. Makes sense. So that's your typical pullback to VWAP play. 10 a.m. reversal time confluence and session volume point of control right there as well. If you look at my entry, not the true low, right? Look at the entry. Waiting for price to reclaim that little fib right there, 78% fib, and then the session volume point of control as well. Confirmation enjoyer. That's what we call that. So we could raise the trail now. You have a higher low right there. I'll put the trail just below 560. See if we could grab the highs here. See if we can tag the session high. Trail may get taken. It's right there, just beneath 560. So just beneath that kind of micro higher low. My stops are always based on structure. So local structure. Always, 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 always below local structure. So I can't get involved with momentum moves because there's no structure. So if there's no structure, there's no trade for me. Learned that one the hard way. Learned that one the hard way way too many times. You can get away with those momentum trades in individual stocks and options, definitely, but not really in the index. Maybe here and there, but long term, probably not. It's going to be a lot of red, a lot of losses. NQ looking for the session high. I'll take some more off right here at 85. We can, there's 85. There we go. Took a little more off. NQ, new high of day. Very nice. So I'll raise the trail to 568 and see if we could ride for 600 plus. Yeah, risk is all relative to hit rate and then what your usual reward is going to be. So it's tough to compare, you know, a 5 point normal risk versus like a 25 or 30 that only tells a very small piece of the story. Ultimately, you just got to find something that really works well for your trading personality. NQ into 600 here. There's your 600 test. I'm just down to runners, so I'm not peeling any more off here. Gonna attempt to trail with the structure. I hate to give back 30 points if this rejects right here, but gotta try and ride. Try and ride it. So unsurprising to see sellers show up there at 600. Probably see that get upgraded from a reference point to a level of interest here in due time. What I like to see is another higher low, ideally before 570 here in NQ, and then a push up through 600 to test prior day high. All right, I'll call that the next kind of micro higher low. We'll bring the trail up to just shy of 85. NQ retesting the highs now. So we're about plus 70 floating profit. That's points, plus 70 points. Yeah, the 15-second chart is nice. I like it, but it's easy to get lost in the noise, especially if you're kind of new. Here comes the trail. There's the trail. Back to cash. Back to cash. So we'll see how NQ develops here. It's possible there's just going to be a wide range day. Keep in mind, we are still within the prior day's range. Let's take a look at the 5-minute. Some pretty good technical trading here. 5-minute regular trading hours chart really tells the story if you ask me. Near term range. You can kind of see where the volume is concentrated down through here, right? Just looking at the individual day profiles. This volume through price. And this morning, price holding that prior day volume point of control. Yesterday, probably a pretty good trap. Thinking about it now, price closes near the lows. People are thinking, oh, it's overbought, it has to pull back, and then it gaps higher. Steamrolling them. That's the market for you. We're still in bullish neutral backdrop. NQ, a potential higher low developing here. Another higher low. Again, if price breaks 600, your upside target is prior day high. Little prior day high. NQ, new high. New high of day. So personally trailed just a tad tight, but I didn't want to give back. I didn't want to give back too much. Once 600 was starting to reject a bit there. I saw that espresso machine. I've got the someone was asking earlier. I was getting ready to take my entry, so couldn't get distracted, but I think I have the Breville Barista Express. I think it is. Let me check. Yeah, it's the Barista Express. I love that thing. It's great. The trick with espresso maker is you gotta have freshly roasted coffee beans. That's really the key. None of that pre-ground sitting on the shelf for months and months and months. None of that. It's NQ faltering a bit here near the 600 reference point. I'm just chilling. So far, it's a one and done. Thinking about scenarios that could pan out from here. I would be interested in any sort of extension that pulls back to 600 as another kind of higher low on the way to prior day high. I would also look at trades, any setups down near here. That is session low, prior day volume point of control, 500 level of interest. Be cautious in this zone. Prior day pivot. It's going to be a little less significant now. Overnight high, a little less significant now. And also, trade location is within the middle of the intraday range. So I don't love those opportunities, even with both of those reference points right there. So that's kind of the main watch currently. Main watch. All right, NQ pulling back a bit now. All right, later, Timmy. Have a good day, man. Take care. How we doing? How's the morning? Some pretty good two-way action so far. Green, very nice. Building up that XFA. Love to see it. Green, green, green. There we go. There we go. Volume's tapering down a bit here, so don't want to overdo it. Don't want to overdo it now. Wow, we're almost 1 hour into the sesh. This morning's flying. Rich is green. There we go. Solid. MQ pulling back a bit more here. So yeah, we may just have that sort of wide range day building out. Some sellers showing up versus 600. Looking for overnight high with VWAP. Yeah, let's see the reaction there. My preference would be 500. That'd be a stronger level. But you have some good confluence through here. Let's take a look. Do I have a fib? Some fib reference point through there. Okay, so the 50 and 61% fib retracement aligns with that prior date pivot. 21,550 area. Dom must have opened up his trading window. If he's still here. Cracked open the trading window. Let some of that crisp air in. This action is really slowing down now. Keep an eye on volume. We do have CPI tomorrow, so all right, here's that 50% fib retracement for NQ. Looks like no interest there so far. NQ coming into that 550 again. That's that prior day pivot. So this is fib buy zone. We'll see. See if buyers step in there or not. So far, it looks like no. There's your 61% fib. Big uptick in volume. So keep an eye on the 5-minute in this area. So far shaped like a hammer, but still has 2 minutes before it closes. Pretty nice push there versus the fib buy zone. Want to see if buyers can continue to hold that area. Five-minute closes in about 1 minute here. Still shaped like a hammer. It's definitely encouraging for buyers. Pretty good continuation there. Look at that perfect test of the 61% fib retracement. Anyone jump in there? Any takers? In the fib buy zone? Are you guys waiting for lower? I sampled it. I trailed out already though. Wanted a more immediate push there. Those ideas that I don't, we talked about this in the last TMG, but those lower conviction ideas always get trailed more tightly for me. If I don't love the location, I may just take a little, it's like a little Costco sample. Just try it out. Let's see. It's a little Costco sample. Just trying it out. A little sample. Sometimes you get a delightful morsel. Other times you're like, no, this isn't it. This is not it. All right, Ray, take care, man. Have a good day, sir. Enjoy that snow. Good luck. Good luck. The Costco sampled a slice of pizza sequence. Yeah, I know that one also. Yeah, don't go to Costco hungry. It's a good rule of thumb. NQ still defending that fib buy zone here. Nice higher low at the 50% fib. Nice push. Remember that 5-minute we discussed a couple minutes ago. Still looking good here. Well, no real follow through on the bounce. A lot of churn here. Volume really tapering down. Yes, I'd be cautious with this retest. At this point, I'm going to wait for lower prices if I'm getting involved with the pullback. Buyer stepping in there again to defend that fib buy zone. It's just a patience game now with NQ kind of churning here. We do have volume getting into that minimum threshold. No real follow through on these bounces from the fib buy zone. So like I said, looking for a deeper pullback before getting involved again. Got a couple trades on the morning. Yeah, let's see if we get a break here of these kind of local lows. All right, there's the blip lower NQ into the overnight high and VWAP. Session volume point of control right through there as well. NQ, some buyers attempting versus VWAP there. Got the overnight high there as well. See how this action resolves near here. Would not mind finally seeing that test into 500. Getting into session lows, just shy of session lows. Looking at that 21,500 right through here. Kind of a wide range I drew on the chart there, but I want to see the reaction in this zone. Primarily, some sort of undercut of the low would be significant. See how it pans out here as we get into 11 a.m. Likely last setup of the day, last trade of the day, if it actually materializes. All right, just shy of the lows now. There's your prior day volume point of control. NQ into the session low. See if we get a new low of day. Let's see. Just shy of the lows. What's the actual low right here? 505.5 it looks like. There you go. There's NQ, new low of day coming into 500. So far, no setup whatsoever. So give it probably 2 to 3 more minutes before calling it a morning. And again, we're looking at the reaction here at 21,500 level of interest in NASDAQ. So pretty limited buying interest so far. Do have a very slight bounce there, but nothing entirely explosive. We are into 11 a.m. And Q retesting the lows. There's your new low of day in NASDAQ. So overnight gap fills into 475. Then you have the real area of support down into 435. It's like pretty much no interest so far at that 21,500. With price making fresh session lows. Here's a look at your 15. So kind of undercutting this area from pre-market. That was the pre-market bounce at that 21,500 level. So let's see if buyers set that up and do a spring here in the next minute or two. Otherwise, that'll be a wrap for me. So there's NQ bumping into that prior day volume point of control. Buyers now need to hold 500. They need to show some acceptance above 500. Keep an eye on that 5-minute bar. Closes here in 90 seconds. 5-minute hammer right here would definitely be significant. So it's something I'm looking at right now. One minute for that 5-minute closure. Let's see what we get there. So 5 minute looks like it'll close as a hammer here in 4 seconds. Now the question is, does it show any follow through? Up through the high. Up through the high of that hammer, 5 minute hammer. Five-minute hamski. All right, a little break of that prior bar high on the 5 minute. Can bring that fib retracement back as well. Perfect test into the 23% fib for NASDAQ. Pretty limited follow through so far. And rejected back below 500. Coming back into session low here. Sellers stepping in. Taking a look at the structure here. Next level of interest for me is down into 435. So if price gets down into this area, that's basically the prior day low. I'll look for some setups. Otherwise, that's a wrap on the day. Gonna go ahead and call it a morning here. Thank you guys for jumping into the stream today. We had some pretty good action, some good two-way action. NQ into fresh lows. So watch that 435. Price gets down there. Definitely be interesting. Hope you had a good sesh. We'll keep it going in the think tank as always. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Take care.